guys, I'm Bumila Dwaba. Actually, I have a new name. You can call me Mrs. Mom. On a serious note, so I finally gathered the strength to talk about my pregnancy. I know we announced, actually guys, we must thank YouTube. I was actually planning on not keeping it a secret, but keeping it under protection until like I'm about to pop. But because I'm on YouTube and my nose has changed, my face has gotten bigger, and I'm just getting bigger and bigger, we eventually had to announce. But I'm so glad we could actually share the news with you. And firstly, thank you so much for the well wishes, the congrats messages. So much love, guys. You know, I've always heard that social media is such a negative space, but you know what, we have received so much love. And the reason why I wanted to keep my pregnancy hidden for so long from social media is I was just afraid of all the negative comments and people's opinions. But you know what, to my surprise, I didn't get any of that. It's just love. Cool, where do I even start? Before I get anywhere, for everyone who's been asking, right now as I'm shooting the video, I am 20 weeks and 6 days. So almost 21 weeks pregnant. And yeah, it's been quite an interesting journey. So I'm gonna just quickly round off how I've been feeling. I'm gonna have my tea. Don't worry, mommies, I don't drink a lot of tea. I drink like once every now and then. I drink mostly water with lemon. Cool. How I found out I was pregnant. So guys, I was on the pill. I was on the pill. But I've been forgetting. I keep forgetting. I'm very bad with medication. Like, I'm like the worst person with medication, so I kept forgetting it. But I was just like, ah man, what are the chances? I'm protected, blah blah blah. But anyway, I didn't fall pregnant for the longest time, and that's why I always say, that's why we call this baby God's time, because I was very inconsistent with birth control, and this time it actually happened. We weren't trying, for those who ask questions, so this is a beautiful surprise. This is our beautiful surprise. So yeah, so husband and I started exercising and eating healthy beginning of the year. So it is true, if you're planning on being pregnant, get in good health, eat healthy, exercise. Those are some of the things you can do, as I've read. Anyway, so we started exercising, eating healthy, just trying to get in good shape. And we did that for, let's see, Jan, February, March. Yeah, I'm assuming we conceived in March. April, on the day I went to go see the lady who was making my dress for my wedding. And guys, like, my wedding was in full force. Bridesmaids group, like wedding planner, things were in check, venue sorted, everything was in line. Anyway, so we went to go see my dressmaker, and then I was dressed very lightly, but it was windy, so I got up very cold. So for those 3 days, that Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I was in bed sick. Like, not coughing, but like my back hurt. I was extremely tired. I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't know what was wrong, but I was just like, you know what, it's probably just a flu. So I didn't go to a doctor, just left it there. And then Saturday was fine, Sunday was fine. Monday I decided, you know what, let me go back to gym. Things are fine now. I go to gym, I work hard, I go in hard. As soon as I step out of gym, I start vomiting. And I went to gym alone because hubby I think he had a toothache or something that day. So I went to gym alone that morning. I called my sister-in-law. I'm like, yo sis, I'm not getting better. I just vomited. And she's like, oh no, I think you must go to the doctor. And she's like, no, wait, take a pregnancy test. Sure, that was the last thing on my mind. Baby was not on my mind. Like, I didn't even think it. And so many times, like last year, there was so many, we've taken pregnancy tests before, because like if I'd like gain a little weight or like, I don't know, get a headache, I'd just be like, I think I'm pregnant. And this time we didn't, you know. So I drove, didn't say anything to hubby, drove to Clicks, but on my way there, something said to me, your life's about to change. And I'm just like, no, let me not hype myself up. Let me just calm down. I get the clear blue test. I come back, hubby's still sleeping, get in the bathroom, and I pee on the stick. And I'm not even nervous or checking it out. I just put it on the side because I didn't think I'm pregnant. And as I turn it around, it says 3, what? Was it 3 plus or 5 plus? I think 3 plus. Yes, 3 plus, which means you're over 5 weeks. Oh my gosh. those feelings, I can't describe it. I cried, but not tears of sadness, but tears of like, God, me, a whole me, a whole me. And I was like, no, maybe it's a lie. I checked it again, checked it like 5 times. And then I just ran into the room to Brendan. I know women like wait and do a whole surprise thing. I'm not that girl. I can't keep anything from my husband. Anyway, Mrs. Mom, I go in the room and I'm like, you're gonna be a daddy. And I throw it and he gets up. All of a sudden, toothache is gone. And then he starts screaming. He's like, what? With a shocked face, what? And he starts jumping and he's excited. And we're like, are you sure? And I'm like, well, that's what he said. And we look at it and I call my mom, as you guys heard. She was screaming because she's been at it. She's just like, she wants a grandchild. My mom loves children with all her heart. So she's been wanting a grandchild. She was extremely happy. Call my sister-in-law, call my sister. And that's how I found out I'm pregnant. And then the roller coaster started. Guys, I thought the minute you find out you're pregnant, like you've got this bump, you got this glow, you just vomit once. I thought the gym day vomiting was the first and the last day and everything's rosy. Oh my gosh. The first 3 months for me, April, May, June, was so hard on me. I think to a certain extent I lost a bit of self-esteem. I felt really ugly. My skin was changing. I had a whole breakout on my forehead, pigmentation. I gained weight. Now the awkward thing is that my breasts were huge, but you don't show. I'm not showing that I'm pregnant. I'm just fat and nothing fits, and I just looked fat. Just looked really fat, and I was just very unhappy with myself, and I was sick. So every time I eat something, I'd vomit. So I literally vomited almost every single day or every second day. I was tired. I lost motivation for work. I was an emotional mess, and I cried, and yeah. So first trimester for me was not fun. The only fun thing was just knowing that, you know what, you're expecting an angel, and that was it. And just to thank God that, you know what, God, you've given me the ability to carry a blessing. But most of it, I was moody with my husband. I think that's still there, but we're trying hard. But yeah, so that was my experience. In terms of cravings, at first I craved Coke. The first month I craved so much Coke, it was actually worrying. Because everyone's telling me how bad it is, but I couldn't help myself. So I drink Coke and salt and vinegar chips. That's why everyone around me thought, no, you're having a boy. And spicy food, because they just like, no, those cravings are boy cravings. And then my cravings changed at about 2-3 months. At about 12 weeks, I started craving fruit. Yeah, grapes with yogurt. So lots of fruits I ate. I'm still craving a whole lot of fruits. That's just my thing. And water with lemon. Can you believe I went from Coke to water with lemon? So that's what I'm currently having. And a lot of tea, rooibos tea. Well, not a lot. I try not have it every day. I probably have it once or twice a week, just to avoid it. But I drink a lot of water now, and my skin is healing. My skin is healed. I think I finally feel like I've got a glow. Oh, and my nose grew. My whole face is completely changed. But like I'm starting to appreciate it. And that's actually how I got to the 21-day law of attraction challenge, which I started in beginning of July. The reason I started it was because I was just feeling so and low self-esteem, and now I feel absolutely great. It's like my mind has been transformed and I'm so excited. Yeah, so that's the sickness I've had. I've had a lot of nausea, tired, vomiting, no stretch marks yet. I've already started using creams. I started using creams the minute I found out my mom was on me. She was like, those creams. Unfortunately, I stopped gym because I was so sick, but I'm gonna start walking. I really am. And yeah, but you know what, pregnancy is, I think I'll do another video of what pregnancy has taught me. But pregnancy is teaching me a lot about myself, a lot about patience, and a lot about just trusting God. God will give you a miracle. Like, some of the most beautiful miracles are the ones you didn't ask for. Like, I didn't ask for a baby, and I feel like in our lives right now, it's our greatest blessing. And it's just a prayer I've never really prayed for. I've just always been like, okay, when it happens, it happens. And you know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call baby daddy now. I think I've shared a little more. And oh yeah, so I guess that's just how I'm feeling. Hubby is over the moon. He's really excited. He's always wanted a child. I remember on the 2016 when we got engaged for Christmas, he bought me little boots. We'll show them at the end as a Christmas gift. Kid, like a baby boots, and I'm just like, what kind of gift is this? But he's always wanted a child. I was the one who was more like, let's take our time. But now I feel so attached to my baby. It's beautiful. We've started changing our entire lives, planning around a baby. That's all that's what we talk about the most. And yeah, it changes a lot. I think pregnancy does change a lot of dynamics, and it's been a bit hard on our marriage and our relationship. But we've decided sometimes it just takes a bit of making a decision to make things work. I'm actually gonna call Happy now because I think I've been talking for forever. Do you want to share a bit? I just shared how I was feeling about pregnancy, so maybe, I don't know. You kind of said how you
Why am I here?
Oh, because we're gonna do the gender reveal and we're just gonna share how the dynamics of our relationship have kind of changed and stuff.
Oh.
What smile is that?
No, I'm thinking about what you say. About how things have changed.
A lot of moodiness from both ends.
Yeah, like this girl. This one that's talking to this video right now. This is not the Boomy I live.
That's not true.
There's a monster that comes out in the evenings after like 10. That monster.
Because I should be sleeping.
Yeah, but
then he wants to be on his laptop at 10, and I'm like, I need attention, boo.
Because the laptop doesn't give me.
But I need attention.
But the laptop doesn't give me attitude.
What have you learned so far?
I've learned that you need to suck it up.
What up?
Just need to take it with a pinch of salt.
That's great advice.
That's what I've learned. It's a good thing. The pregnant woman is always right.
Yes, she is. If you want to win any argument, just get pregnant. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, no, women, that's a trick.
Yeah. And then baby names. Do you want to talk baby names? We're not going to reveal our baby name yet.
We have names.
We have names,
but we have. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not tempted. We have names, but she's like, she's got her own name that she wants the entire family to like, and we have like a name that we like.
I'm the pregnant one.
Yeah, but we've all decided. Like, there's a name that we all decided on.
But I'm the one who's pregnant.
This is the name. And then after a while, I don't know. She was reading some books. She comes with some.
I watched the movie.
Oh, she watched the movie and she comes up with some name that's like Hebrew or Greek or something.
It's Hebrew.
And I'm like, who's Hebrew? Like Ekaya.
Okay.
There we go. That's the Lord punishing you for coming up with a weird name.
I'm dying.
Do you need some water?
Wait, no, I'm fine now. Brendan, who's white in your family since you're Brendan or whatever your name, what language your name is?
This is not what we're talking about.
Anyway, guys, listen, we've got 2 names. Listen, I got names from God.
Oh.
I did though. I told you what our baby is. Like when I was spending time with God, and this was earlier on, I think in like the first month, and I was journaling because we all know by now that I journal. And God gave me a message about who our baby is, and both those names fit into who our baby is. It's just I like the Hebrew name as the first baby name.
I just don't get it because our child's not Hebrew, so it's just I don't think there's a Hebrew child somewhere in Hebrew land called Tapelo. There's no they don't
it's
speak
fine,
like that.
Brendan. Anyway, so we have names. I have 2 names.
Yeah.
That who chose them? We both kind of. Okay, the second one.
I think you chose both names because you were like, "What does this name mean?"
In your language?
No. One of
my
us.
mom. Listen, my mom said a name, but she said it in Zonga. And then I asked you, and then you said it in Pedi.
And then
and then we're like, oh.
You know, when a name just sits, it's
set.
just set.
It's set. Yeah, it's set. And that's exactly the name is exactly what everyone. Let me not give it away. Anyway, it's a perfect name.
Fine. It's a perfect name that she doesn't like anymore.
No, I love the name. I just want it as a second name. Everybody else can call the baby that name. I'll call the baby the name that I chose because I'm the one who's carrying the baby.
Yeah, fair enough.
Gender.
Baby gender. Well, we've wanted a particular thing. So we went into this gender reveal. I didn't say it on Kiss the Bump. If you haven't watched Kiss the Bump, watch Kiss the Bump. It's going to change your life. We went into this like expecting, wanting a particular thing, but also being, because you know how people always say, we don't, it doesn't matter what it is, we just want a healthy baby. That's good and all, but we weren't like that. We were like, we want this. So we went into the whole thing with the expectation, but we left a little bit of room.
My room was small.
It
wasn't
tiny.
even a room. It was like,
yeah, it was like a closet. We left like a little closet for disappointment. Not disappointment. For the other gender.
For the other gender. Not because we have something against the other gender. It's just that
we just didn't want it right now.
Yeah.
We wanted that gender later on.
Planned our family a certain way.
Yeah, like because we've already found like a new place that we're moving to. So she's already started decorating the nursery in her mind.
And in her journal.
In her journal, like we know what's gonna be in that room. So now we'd have to change everything.
And the names, for me, the names are given by God, and that gender's name. So I just kind of there was a time where I battled with, what if it doesn't match the gender? Does that mean I'm not hearing from God? Does that mean I'm confused? Or does that mean I've created an entire scenario in my, maybe. So I struggled with that for a week, and it was really quite emotional for me. I remember we had a talk about it.
Everything is really quite, if we're being honest, everything is really quite emotional for you.
Yeah, and then there would be people who just look at my face and then they'd determine like my gender, and I'd just be so hurt.
Yeah, she'd just start crying.
Yeah, but otherwise, should we reveal the gender?
Yeah, we can.
I told them about the
little shoes.
Yeah, that you got me.
I have them right here.
So I want to show them now at the end because they're going to give away the gender. Okay, I'll bring the shoes in and then you bring in the other thing. Behind the cushion.
Guys, we suck at this.
Yeah.
We lost the thing.
No, it's behind the cushion. I hid it.
Oh, did you hide it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in 3, 2. Oh, baby, so fast.
Oh, sorry.
Dun, 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 dun. 2. Dun, 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 dun. 1. We're having a go! Yay! A friend bought these shoes for me on the Christmas we got engaged.
Yeah.
And then
this is Shibelani.
It's a tutu.
It's a Shibelani.
It's a tutu.
It's a Shibelani. So we bought this Shibelani.
We bought this tutu, guys, as soon as we found out the gender. And we got the gender we had hoped for, and I wasn't crazy. It was the Lord speaking to me, y'all. Call me prophetess, Mrs. Mom.
Yes.
Yes. Mrs. Mom. And we're so delighted to be having a baby girl. That's just been the desires of our heart. Yeah. And that's one thing that I've learned so far in this journey, that God gives you the desires of your heart.
We can't wait for our little baby girl to wear this Shibelani that we
Baby,
bought.
it's a tutu.
It's a Shibelani.
It's a tutu. And she's coming in December.
Yeah.
December 2018. So while you guys are gonna be getting down, I'm gonna be out there pushing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're so happy, and thank you guys. So we finally know the gender.
Thank you guys. Yay. See you guys next time.
Can you explain this gift?
That's a good gift.
But I wasn't pregnant. We weren't married. So what was going through your mind when you bought this?
I was just I was showing you my intentions.
To impregnate me?
Yeah. This is too.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a